This happened to me when I was 9 years old. My parents were divorced, so I had to stay with my dad half of the week and with my mom for the other half. It was pretty stressful because I had to move a lot of my things back and forth, and every time they saw each other, they would argue. Anyway, on a Thursday, I arrived at my parents' house around 10:45 p.m. When my dad dropped me off, I noticed that my mom's car wasn't there yet and her bedroom window was open. But I didn't think much of it at the time. I started to make my way to the kitchen because I wanted a snack before going to bed. Then I saw my mom in the kitchen, chopping something. I immediately greeted her, but she didn't respond. I thought she was messing with me or she was sleepwalking because she was already in her pajamas. So I came closer to her. I couldn't see her face because of her long hair, and her skin was much paler than usual. I tapped her on the shoulder, and she slowly turned around. At that moment, I could definitely see that wasn't my mom. She was grinning from ear to ear, and she wasn't chopping vegetables. She was chopping her own fingers. Blood was dispersed everywhere. Screaming, I ran upstairs to my room, shut the door, and hid in my closet. However, the woman followed behind me quickly, and I could hear my bedroom door open. Through the crack, I could see that she was holding a knife and her hands were gushing out blood. I quickly locked my closet, but I think that the woman must have heard it. As soon as I locked it, she ran towards the closet. She tried to open it, laughing maniacally, and soon her laughter turned to screams. I thought I was going to die, so I just sat in the corner and cried. And I started thinking about all my memories with my parents and how much I took our time together for granted. Then, all of a sudden, I heard my mom's car pulling up in the driveway. When Mom came inside, she saw the blood in the kitchen. She panicked and started calling out my name. The woman quickly escaped through the window as soon as she heard my mom's voice. After taking a couple of minutes to gather composure, I ran outside and saw my mom coming up the stairs. I gave her the biggest hug I've ever given and began crying again when she asked me what just happened. After I told her everything, she called the cops and my dad. The cops arrived in less than 5 minutes and my dad came shortly after. They tried looking for the woman, and since she left blood all over the house, they managed to identify her. It turned out that she escaped from a mental facility, then found my mom's house and sneaked in. She was arrested a week later, and she was in jail for a year for breaking into our house and then put back in the mental facility. Well, I haven't heard from her since. But I do hope she got the help that she needed.